And welcome, sports fans, to today's roundtable. And what a week it's been here in high school basketball here in just the past few days. I had some snow move in for the early part of the week, pushing back the games to the latter part of this week. A lot of games on Thursday and last night, and even games taking place today. So some teams going through the gauntlet with 3 straight days of basketball games, and we'll touch on those in just a moment. So it's really been a busy week here, especially in the last few days, when it comes to high school basketball for both boys and girls. And we're going to bring you the state rankings for the state of Missouri in high school basketball for both boys and girls, and our SEMO Sports Zone Top 25 Boys Poll and the SEMO Sports Zone Top 10 Girls Poll as well. So we'll be touching on those a little later, as well as giving you some upcoming games that we'll be broadcasting here on YHC Channel 21 and online at SEMOsportszone.com. So we're getting it well into the conference schedule for high school basketball, and it's where the rivalries take place, as we've already seen here in the past few weeks, and that will continue for the remainder of January and into February. We'll have some conference tournaments coming up as well here in the next few weeks and the early part of February. So it's getting into those rivalry games that we're always looking forward to each year, and we'll talk a little bit about those coming up as well. So be sure to tune in for the roundtable each Saturday, 10 a.m. We replay it on Saturday, 4 and 8:30, and through Tuesdays of the next week or Wednesdays of the next week. So be sure to join us live every Saturday at 10 a.m. here on YHC Channel 21 and SEMOsportszone.com. And let's go ahead and take a look at some scores over the past few days here in southeast Missouri, and we'll start off with last night's games, and the one we had live here on Channel 21 last night, Holcomb and Risco, big Tri-County Conference rivalry over the past few years. Holcomb pulled that one out in the end, 56-51, and Risco controlled most of that game through probably 3 quarters, and Holcomb made some plays late. Risco missed a few opportunities to seal that win last night, but a great atmosphere there at Roy Hahn Gymnasium last night, and Holcomb come away with that victory, 56-51. Big game there between those two teams last night. And also we've got Sikeston and Kennett. Big game last night. Sikeston defeated Kennett 84-80. That close game, and they're going to be sharing the same district as Kennett moves up to Class 4 this year. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out in the district tournament later on in the year. A big game for Kennett. They've struggled in the SEMO conference. Had a loss to Notre Dame earlier in the year, but a big bounce back with a SEMO conference foe with Sikeston, one of the top team in the area. Played within 4 points. It's got to give them a lot of confidence going through the remainder of their year and into that district tournament later on in February. So great game between those two last night. And also we've got Portageville over Malden in a close one, 64-60. Malden on a pretty good run here. They beat Haytide just the other night and played Portageville within 4. So impressive showing by the Green Wave, and Portageville is starting to come around now. They got a win over South Pemiscot in the past week and defeated Malden last night, so they're getting back to their winning ways this season. They got a rough start, but they're starting to put things together. It's one team to look forward to by the end of this year, is the Portageville Bulldogs. And also we've got Chaffee over Scott City, 59-55. And we got New Madrid County Central over Dexter, 54-28. And New Madrid's putting together a nice run. They defeated Cape Central in the past week and got a nice win over Dexter last night. So they're starting to slowly put a fine season together here in this second half. And also we've got Bernie over Puxico in a close one, 67-63. Puxico, tough team in this Stoddard County. They're kind of being overlooked as Bernie, Advance, Bloomfield, and Dexter at the top of that conference. But Puxico defeated Dexter in that Bloomfield Christmas tournament, and they're looking pretty strong for this year. So they're going to be a team to look out for in that Stoddard County Conference tournament later on. Actually getting underway this week, and we'll be talking about that for this next upcoming week. Delta C-7 defeated Gideon 59-53 in that Tri-County Conference matchup. Also, we have Charleston over Madison, Illinois in the Superman Classic semifinals. That's over in Metropolis at Massac County High School, and Charleston defeating Madison 84-62. And Charleston will advance to the finals that are taking place today. They will take on Massac County in those finals over in Metropolis, Illinois today. Also, we've got Oran over Scott County Central in the Scott Mississippi County Conference Finals last night, handily 90-54. Oran, a very strong Class 2 team. They just might make it to Columbia this year. They're very strong. Brought back pretty much all their team from a quarterfinalist team last year. Very strong team there in Oran for Class 2 in Southeast Missouri. And in Thursday night's games, we had Bernie over Bloomfield in a close one, 73-67. Also, we have Advance over Notre Dame, 62-49. Big win for the Advance Hornets. And a tough one there for Notre Dame. But Advance, another one of those Class 2 teams up north. They're going to make waves this year and also in the Stoddard County Conference Tournament this upcoming week. And Leopold defeated Richland 88-37. Leopold, a strong Class 1 team up north, really making progress this year. Very strong team, very big team, especially for a small school. They go about 6'6", 6'5", 6'4", across their front line, and very strong team. They're up north in Leopold. They're going to certainly make a run this year in Class 1. Also, we've got Bell City over Zalma, 69-56. Neelyville over Campbell, 69-52. New Madrid County Central over Cairo Thursday night, 73-54. Charleston over New Madrid County Central in girls basketball from Thursday night, 75-72. Charleston putting together a fine season so far this year with a nice win over New Madrid. Poplar Bluff over Sykeston, 55-36. Oran over Delta, 63-38. Scott County Central over Scott City, 64-29. Chaffee over East Prairie, 39-30. And Kelly over Puxico, 66-31. And those are the games from the past few nights here in Southeast Missouri, and quite a few games. A lot of games moving from Tuesday to Thursday night, and some of those Tuesday games moving to Saturday here for today. And those games today will take place. South Pemiscot will take on Kennett. They're in Kennett today at 1 o'clock. And also we will have Risco and Hayti playing later on today at 5 o'clock at the Best Activity Center at Three Rivers before the Three Rivers game with West Plains. So they'll be playing today. And I think those are the only two games that I can remember taking place today that I can think of. But quite a gauntlet here in the past few days. Risco, they're having 3 straight games. Risco defeated, Risco had a game Thursday night, also last night and today. So some teams making the gauntlet of 3 straight days with basketball games. So we'll see how that plays out today for today's games. And we'll take a break and be back with more coming up.
With an interactive home security system from New Wave, your family comes home to peace of mind. Now we bring you the future of home security. Arm and disarm your system remotely from your office computer or iPhone. Even look in on family or pets with live video from inside your home. In an emergency, our 24/7 alarm monitoring responds with the help you need. Peace of mind wherever you are. Now available from New Wave Communications.
At Glen St. Kennett, we have a lot full of inventory and the best rebates of the year. I'm Danny Ford, owner of Glen St. We just want the opportunity to talk to you about your next car or truck. The rebates are the best of the year and interest rates the lowest to work with. It's a great time to buy, and our people are excited to help you make the right choice. We realize you have a lot of dealers to choose from, but I can assure you no one appreciates your business like we do. Glen St. and Kennett, and God bless our troops.
When I was a kid, we didn't have all these wireless devices. We only had one computer plugged into the wall, and we were grateful.
Technology changes fast. Stay ahead with blazing fast internet speeds from New Wave Communications. New Wave delivers the internet with incredible speeds, up to 50 megabits per second. Pick the package that's right for you. New Wave, the area's fastest internet, period.
Kids today don't know how good they have it.
Let's talk about next year. This is the time of year to reflect on last season's crop and make decisions for next season. What mix of crops should you plant? Should you buy new equipment this year or get by another year with what you have? We'd like to help you make the financial side of your planning a little easier. Our ag department knows agriculture and they're local.
Stop by and see us
at First Midwest Bank.
And now let's take a look at the SEMO Sports Zone Top 25 Boys Poll for this week. And still on top is Sykeston and Charleston right there at number 1 and 2, as they pretty much have been all year. 3, Poplar Bluff. 4, Holcomb moves up from 5. 5, Jackson up from 7. 6, Kennett. 7, Cape Central down from 4. 8, Oran. 9, Clearwater. 10, Park Hills Central up from 15. 11, Leopold up from 16. 12, New Madrid County Central up from 13. 13, Bernie down from 9. 14, Advance up from 18. 15, Notre Dame down from 11. 16, Hayti down from 12. 17, South Pemiscot down from 14. 18, Crothersville. 19, Twin Rivers. 20, Oak Ridge. 21, Scott County Central. 22, Portageville. 23, St. Vincent. 24, Scott City. And moving into the top 25 this week is Risco. And on the bubble there is Doniphan, Malden, St. Genevieve, Bloomfield, and Chaffee. And that rounds out your top 25 boys poll for this week. And moving on to the girls poll for the top 10. Dexter, they're at number 1 still. 2, Saxony Lutheran. 3, Notre Dame. 4, Clearwater. 5, Poplar Bluff. 6, Neelyville. 7, New Madrid County Central. 8, Scott County Central. 9, Jackson. And 10, Woodland. Moving into the top 10 this week. And those are your Southeast Missouri polls. And moving on to the state rankings for this week. Starting out with the boys in Class 1. South Iron at number 1. Staying there this week. 2, Medville. 3, Drexel. 4, Fair Play. 5, Leopold. 6, Bramer. 7, Ridgeway. 8, Glasgow. 9, Eminence. And 10, North Andrew. In Class 2, Billings at number 1. 2, West Platte. 3, Canton. 4, Sacred Heart. 5, Gallatin. 6, Holcomb. 7, Bernie. 8, Salisbury. 9, Oran. And 10, Iberia. So 3 Southeast Missouri teams there in the top 10 in Class 2. In Class 3, Madison Prep at number 1. 2, John Burroughs. 3, Charleston. Moving down from 2 for this week. 4, Maplewood, Richmond Heights. 5, Higginsville. 6, Fatima. 7, Clever. 8, St. James. 9, Stratford. And 10, Southern Boone. In Class 4, Sykeston at number 1. 2, Lafayette of St. Joseph. 3, Republic. 4, Liberty North. 5, Center. 6, Duchesne. 7, Mexico. 8, Moberly. 9, Hillcrest. And 10, DeSoto. And in Class 5, Nix at number 1. 2, Hazelwood Central. 3, Lee Summit West. 4, Blue Springs South. 5, Hickman. 6, Ladue. 7, Christian Brothers College. 8 Desmet, 9 Parkview, and 10 Vianney. And those are your boys' rankings for the state of Missouri. And moving on to the girls' poll. Girls' polls for the state. And Class 1, Walnut Grove at number 1, 2 North Mercer, 3 Wellington Napoleon, 4 Dadeville, 5 North Andrew, 6 Blue, 7 Glasgow, 8 Norborn, 9 Mound City, and 10 Camoy. And in Class 2, we've got Silex, 2 Archie, 3 Sturgeon, 4 Skyline, 5 Crane, 6 Seymour, 7 Morrisville, 8 Salisbury, 9 Crocker, and 10 Scotland County. In Class 3, St. James at number 1, 2 Ash Grove, 3 Trenton, 4 Herman, 5 Saxony Lutheran, 6 Lutheran of St. Charles, 7 Monroe City, 8 Trenton, 9 Principia, and 10 Hamilton. In Class 4, Incarnate Word at number 1, 2 Republic, 3 Sullivan, 4 St. Charles, 5 West Plains, 6 Pleasant Hill, 7 Miller Career Academy, 8 Dexter, 9 Kirksville, and 10 Murray Institute of Country Day Schools at number 10. That's MICDS. In Class 5, St. Joseph's Academy at number 1, 2 Rockbridge, 3 Truman, 4 Blue Springs, 5 Nixa, 6 Parkway South, 7 Ursuline, 8 Hickman, 9 Parkway North, and 10 Park Hills South. And those are your state rankings for the girls for the state of Missouri. And we'll take a break and be back with more. Don't go away.
Southeast Missouri Mutual Insurance is celebrating our 100th year. We started protecting rural farmers way back in 1910, ensuring folks no one else would. Southeast Missouri Mutual Insurance has been a family business for 4 generations, and we continue that tradition today, providing solid home, farm, and commercial insurance at very competitive rates. When the ice storm hit us, we were out there with you. All of our claims were processed within days, and we will continue to provide the best coverage and the best service for the next 100 years. Southeast Missouri Mutual Insurance, a century of service.
I want to stay connected to you. I like the way you do what you do. All right, okay, you're fine.
Call Audubell Hearing Center at 1-800-499-8786 or visit one of our locations in Dexter and Poplar Bluff, Missouri today.
Welcome to NFL Total Access,
the show that takes you inside the locker room and down on the field. With inside access to all 32 teams all year long. NFL Total Access, Monday through Saturday, only on NFL Network.
NFL Network, where football season never ends.
And welcome back. And as we mentioned earlier in the program, a lot of conference tournaments are going to be taking place in the next few weeks, and the Stoddard County Conference Tournament will get underway this next week in Bloomfield. And we've got those seeds for you, so let's take a look. Number 1 seed is Bernie. They will take on Belf City in the first round. The 2 seed, Dexter Bearcats, will take on Woodland in the first round. Advance, the 3 seed, will take on Richland. And the 4 seed Bloomfield Wildcats will take on Puxico, the 5th seed. So those are your Stoddard County tournament seeds that will be taking place in Bloomfield this week. And we will televise the finals this next Friday from Bloomfield. And we'll have 4 games. That Friday we'll have the 3rd place and varsity games for both JV third place in championship game for both JV and varsity, starting at 4 o'clock, starting with JV third place, followed by the varsity third place, then JV first place, and varsity first place. So 4 straight games from Bloomfield next Friday, starting at 4 o'clock, going through that evening. And this one tournament to look forward to. You know, coming in, you would think Bernie and Advance probably be the top teams coming into this year in the Stoddard County, but Bernie comes away with a 1 seed, but already losing to Dexter. Dexter there with the 2nd seed, and Dexter's really come on strong the past few weeks. Pull off a nice win in Bernie last week, and come in with a strong 2 seed, and Advance right there at the number 3 seed. They played Bernie right down to the wire, and it was 70-foot shot by Sam Turner to end the regulation that won that game for Bernie in the end. So pretty neck and neck there with those top 3 seeds, and not to mention Bloomfield. They're at the number 4 seed. They've played Bernie tough. They've played Dexter tough all the way down to the wire. So those top 4 seeds are really evenly matched. In Puxico, they're at the number 5 seed. They've beat Dexter already in the Bloomfield Christmas tournament. Played Bernie close last night, so they're going to be right there in the mix as well. So it's going to size up to be a nice Stoddard County tournament in Bloomfield starting this week, or this next week on Monday. So some games to look forward to there in Bloomfield for next week. So we'll bring the games to you from Friday night from Bloomfield, the final night of the Stoddard County tournament there in Bloomfield. So look forward to that coming up this week. And other games to look forward to this next week, we'll have Monday night, Portageville at Gideon. It's not looking like we won't be able to bring that game live to you, either that game or Risco at Gideon. We'll have it for replay for the next day and uploaded to SEMOsportzone.com. So look forward to those games Monday and Tuesday night. And as we mentioned, Friday night we'll have the Stoddard County Conference final night from Bloomfield next Friday. And the next Tuesday, we'll have Holcomb at Bernie. That will be live, should be live on SEMOsportzone.com and Channel 21. Catch that game on Tuesday the 29th. Then Thursday the 31st. That Thursday, we'll have Advance at Risco. That will be live online and Channel 21. And Friday, February 1st, that night, we'll have the Boot Hill Conference Tournament Finals from Malden, the JV and Varsity Championship that night, so look forward to that from Malden. Should be live on SEMOsportzone.com, and we should be able to put that on TV as well on Channel 21. On Monday, the 4th, we've got a girls game, Notre Dame at Dexter, and that'll be live here on Channel 21 and SEMOsportzone.com. Tuesday, the 5th, we've got New Matter County Central at Kennett, boys game, and we'll try to do that one live on TV and online as well. So those are the upcoming games here on YHC Channel 21 and SEMOsportzone.com. And anything we're overlooking here? Okay. Yes, we got some college basketball games to look forward to today, so let's take a look at those. We've got 17th ranked Missouri, even though it's misspelled, at 10th ranked Florida. 4th ranked Kansas at Texas today. 21st ranked Oregon at 24th ranked UCLA. 6th ranked Syracuse at top ranked Louisville in the Big East. Big matchups to look forward to today. 11th ranked Ohio State at 18th ranked Michigan State in the Big Ten. Rutgers at 20th ranked Notre Dame. 8th ranked Gonzaga at 13th ranked Butler. And our local teams, Louisiana Monroe at Arkansas State. Tennessee Tech at SEMO today in Cape Girardeau, and junior college basketball, West Plains at Three Rivers at the Best Activities Center in Poplar Bluff today. And preceding that game will be Haytaya and Risco high school game at 5 o'clock, the junior college basketball game at 7 o'clock. So look forward to those games today in college basketball. And this weekend, tomorrow, Sunday, have big football games in the NFC Championship. It will be the Atlanta Falcons hosting the San Francisco 49ers at 2 o'clock tomorrow. And at 5:30, the AFC Championship be the New England Patriots hosting the Baltimore Ravens. So Final 4 teams there remaining. The winners moving on to the Super Bowl in New Orleans in a few weeks. So look forward to that tomorrow on Sunday as well. And that's all we got for you today. We appreciate you for tuning in as always. Look forward to having you back for our basketball broadcast for this week. And be sure to tune in for the Sports Zone each weekday on YHC Channel 21 at noon, 5:30, 9:30, midnight. We have that uploaded to SEMOsportzone.com daily, so be sure to keep in touch for the remainder of the week, and we'll see you right back here with us next week, next Saturday, right here on the Sports Roundtable, each Saturday live at 10 a.m. and replayed and uploaded to SEMOsportzone.com. So until next week, have a good one. Take care.